Hi guys, so today I am just going to give you an update on my doctor's visits because I've had a lot of them. Well, a lot for me. I went in I think it was like cycle day 19 of last month. I don't remember what the date was. I think it was the 2nd. So September 2nd I went in and talked to my OBGYN, and this is the first time I had met with her. And it's officially been a year since we have started trying to conceive since our miscarriage, and so they are willing to work with me because of that. And so she wrote up a whole schedule of stuff for me to do based on what cycle day I'm on and yada yada yada. So I got my period this month on the 14th, so September 14th. So today is cycle day 7, I believe. So on cycle day 1, I was supposed to call and schedule an HSG test, which is where they inject dye into your uterus to see if it spills out of your fallopian tubes. And if it does, then that is indicative of that there is no blockage, which is good. And to check the shape of your uterus, as well as to look for any growths. I'm not exactly sure what they're called, polyps or something like that, I believe, or fibroids. So I had that done on Thursday. Today is Saturday. So on Thursday I had that done and it was normal. They did say that the top of my uterus kind of goes down like a little, like it dips down, but she said it was within a normal range, so it wasn't anything to even note. And then my fallopian tubes were clear, and so that came back normal. As far as my hormone levels, I have my notes on my phone here, so I was just gonna let you know about those. According to the internet, every lab has their own range of normal. So according to the lab that did these, all of my hormones are falling within normal levels. However, my DHEA sulfate came back at a 407, which is at the very, very high end of what they consider normal. And if you don't know, that's actually like a male hormone type. It converts into testosterone and estrogen, and when it's really high, it can contribute to adult acne in women and like male pattern hair growth, which I have both of those things, as well as excessive weight gain around your middle, which I also have. Like when I gain weight, my belly just gets huge. Like I have a big old beer belly, and the rest of me kind of just thickens. It doesn't really get fat per se. So that's all symptoms of having high androgens, which is male hormones. And so the DHEA was what came back high. My testosterone actually came back mid-range, so that was normal. My estradiol, I'm not sure how you say that, but that came back in the very lowest possible number it could be and still be in the range. So their range is a 56 to 214, and mine is a 57. So I am assuming the low estrogen and the high DHEA accounts for, you know, like the symptoms I told you about, the male type symptoms. The one that my doctor was worried about is the AMH, which is anti-Müllerian hormone, and that is produced by your follicles. And so the lower number that you have indicates fewer follicles that are developing. And so she said that anything under a 1, even though it's in the normal range for my age, which I'm 33, and anything lower than a 1, she just refers straight to infertility, because she only will prescribe Clomid, which she doesn't feel would be the correct medication for that issue. So, and mine is a .733, which With all the research I've done online, most women that have the same issue are at like a 0.1 or like a 0.15. So mine is actually fairly normal for my age. So everything else came back normal. I have to go in on cycle day 21 or DPO 7, whichever one, because if I don't get a positive OPK, then I won't know when I ovulated. But if I don't get a positive, then I go in on cycle day 21, and that is to check my progesterone. So with everything coming back normal, and we're moving in December, so I don't really want to get started here with an infertility specialist because they can't even get me until October, and we're going to be moving a month and a half after that. So if I can only get one appointment a month, I might only see them twice before we go, and that's not going to accomplish a whole lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all of my test results from my OB and take those down to the infertility specialist down there if we don't get pregnant in the meantime. So, but right now everything's looking fine as far as, my test results. So I'm thinking it might just possibly be, if the AMH is low, it means that you don't have a lot of follicles, which indicates a low egg reserve, which gets just lower as you get older because obviously your eggs are being used up every month. So if that is our issue, then I'm thinking about starting to take CoQ10 because I've heard that that actually improves the quality of the eggs that you do have. So I think I might do that. And I think that was everything. As of right now, like I said, I'm on cycle day 7. So she wants me to take OPKs every other day starting on cycle day 10, and then when I get a positive, we're supposed to baby dance that day within 24 hours, and then on cycle day 21 or 7 DPO, go in and have my progesterone checked, and that is the last of the tests that she's going to run for me. So once I get that test done, I will let you know what I find out, and hopefully we'll get some good news either this week, excuse me, not this week, this month, this cycle, or possibly next cycle. I feel like they're regulating now. I have noticed in the past 3 cycles that they've all fallen within like 30 or 31 days, which is the first time since the miscarriage that they've actually been somewhat regular. So I'm really excited about that. And so if they are regulating, that might just take care of itself. I mean, we can hope, right? So I think that's it for now. And yeah, if you have any questions for me, please let me know. I know that there are some women out there who are getting ready to take or get their HSG test done and are kind of worried about it. And my experience with it was very quick, and I'm not going to say painless because there was a little bit of discomfort, but it wasn't unbearable by any means. She basically stuck the catheter into my cervix, and then they inflate a little balloon to hold the end of the cervix, or yeah, to hold it in there, and then they inject the dye. And when she put the catheter in, that didn't hurt. I mean, there was a little twinge and that was it. And then when she started filling my uterus with the dye, it didn't hurt, but once my uterus was full and it was pushing out of the fallopian tubes, I got really intense cramping, like the worst, menstrual cramps you could have. And then that lasted for about 30 seconds to maybe a minute while she was letting it go through, and then as soon as she pulled the catheter out, the dye started draining out and the cramping was gone. Sorry about that, my camera died. So anyway, as far as the HSG test, it really wasn't bad at all. So for the information you get from doing it, it's definitely worth the, maybe 30 seconds to a minute of cramping. That is my update, and I will let you guys know once I get my progesterone level checked. And thank you so much for watching, and thank you for all of your kind words and encouragement, and I look forward to seeing all your videos, and hopefully we all get BFPs soon. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.